discrimination. Many people call persons with disabilities by their disability, knowing very well that everybody has got a name. Yes, so that's another area that we are crying that people should stop. You know today, but you don't know tomorrow. Many of us were not born persons with disabilities. We were born able people, but due to other accidents or some diseases, some of us have become disabled people. So when that thing happened to you, don't think that you are supreme, so you are free. Anything can happen. So these are some of the things that we are always trying to put across to our community members and the entire general community, so that they will avoid calling people by their disability instead of their names. If you look at the new regional hospital, it's accessible. Somebody on a wheelchair can go up without any difficulties. So this is what we are also saying, that all newly building, especially popular buildings, should be accessible. Now, if you look at the regional minister office, or should I say the ministries, you can see that none of them is accessible. The regional minister is on the second floor. So somebody on a wheelchair, when you go there and you want to meet the regional minister, or we as the federation, if we go to the ministries and we want to meet the regional minister or the coordinating director, it becomes a problem. It means we are going to be on the floor there for him to come down.
Because the office is not accessible.
Exactly. In fact, with that, there's no any respect in it that you go to meet the regional minister, you have to be on the floor there for him to come down. So this is also one of the areas that we are crying. And I also want to use this opportunity to appeal to the municipal assembly that the new buildings, they should try to see to it that their building plans, it should be accessible. Yes, the building plan should incorporate with the accessibility before probably they approve it, so that persons with disabilities can have access to all newly buildings that are coming up. Now, on my side, that's the persons with disabilities. Many of us have not been or did not get the opportunity to go to school. So we are also appealing if we could get support to organize a skills training for them to learn handwork, so that at least they will also be able to feed themselves and their family. Many of us have got children. Some of us have married. Others we have also given children. We need to also educate our children in order to take good care of them. But many of them are jobless. This is where our challenges lies, the movement, how to get our members to go to these various radio stations to go and discuss issues. And I'll also say these discussions has benefited we persons with disabilities and some members within the communities. They have been able to bring their children out, as I said. Some members of persons with disabilities have also come to join the associations. And now I can tell you that the whole region, we have about 14,000 plus. That is across all persons with disabilities. We have 9 disability groups. So some people have now come out to join the association. Now, we would also like to touch on accessibility. Now, if you look at the central market in Wa Town here, because there are a lot of buildings that are spring up here and there, none of them is accessible. None of them is accessible. And at the central market, I believe it's open to everybody. So assuming somebody is on a wheelchair, you go to the station, you want to buy something, and one of the stores are the app. How then do you go there? It's very, very, very difficult. Now, in our the Disability Act says that all public buildings should be accessible. It's more than 10 years since they passed the Disability Act, but still, buildings are springing up here and there. But still, they are not accessible. I remember there was a town hall meeting inside the station itself. I even remember that I even said we will take them to court for putting up those structures which is not accessible to persons with disability. So the feedback we had was that they have already finished with their plans, and the space, they don't have more space.